We're going to try and speed through this really, really quickly because we're drastically running out of time because Donald went over time.
Sorry.
But I was mentioning to Sally in conversation that, one of the big things that I've been doing this year especially is connecting and just talking with people. And it's created some really cool opportunities for us. And a couple of weeks ago, Donald and I actually met with this lady here down in Sydney because I saw a post about how she ran musical chairs to engage kids with her library. And I jumped onto her Instagram because she's got her own Instagram channel. And I saw this comment from her, and it said that she's just kicked it off, and all of the students at the end of the activity found at least one book that they wanted to reserve. And basically, what she does is at the beginning of the year, she profiles the students. And she's got a process that she goes through to understand all about that student, and she logs it into a Google spreadsheet. From that, she then goes, and when she runs her musical chairs activity, she selects books based off each individual student's profile. From there, she runs musical chairs, and then through that musical chairs, the kids will read 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes of a book, stand up, rotate to the next one, stand up, rotate to the next one. And she said that if she gets bored, I also start removing chairs. So if they're not paying attention, they then have to start reading in the middle. So we got talking to her. There was, this is the profiling that she does, the likes, the dislikes, and it's not just on the books. It's her likes and dislikes in life. Do you like cooking? Do you like, sports? Do you like building cars? It was a lot of really intricate stuff that she did. In the black bag,
Yep.
she's actually provided for us her book matchmaker questionnaire. And she said that we can freely distribute that to all of our users. So we've also got digital copies of this that we'll send out to all the delegates that are online and in the room with us. And if you want to use that, you can. If you throw it into Canva, you can make changes to it. We've also made a simple version of it. She's also provided with us some of the student profiling that she's done. So she takes that book matchmaker, and then she's created those little cheat cards for every student. And the one thing that, I kind of, as a father myself, that really stood out to me was she was getting things like this. She had on there, what are your goals in reading? And there was this particular one, which I was showing it to my wife because she's an ex-primary school teacher, and she actually flagged this, and she said, how cool is that? That this person wants to be able to read more to her siblings. So therefore, the books that they're choosing from the library are such that that student can take home and read to their siblings. And it just, as we were sitting there, we were just like, wow, this is unlocking an entire, feature of school libraries that we've never thought of before. And it was really exciting for us, sitting in that conversation and having the time to sit down and talk with someone about, what they're innovating. The last thing that she did in there was that she actually created this spreadsheet. And that's all the titles that she has selected for musical chairs. And as the kids are going around, to save time, she just said to the kids, if you like it, just put a tick next to it. And when you hand those in at the end of the day, I'll reserve those books for you. Or she does a library lesson and shows them, okay, this is how you look that title up and reserve it for yourself. Okay, and again, we've provided a copy of that today as well. So I'm kind of rushing through this because we actually want to play a little game and get you guys to do musical chairs in the room to get a feel for it. But if you are wanting to get more resources and get ideas and talk to the author, she is on Instagram, Lizzy.Librarian. Okay. You can also follow us on Functional Solutions INT, International. We're on LinkedIn, and we're also going to be sending this out as part of the downloadables that you have access to as from attending the event. Okay, so all of the book matchmaker, the simple questionnaires, the recommendations for today's session, and the books that you guys have been bringing in. So that's why we wanted you to bring it in. So we've already gone and put your books on the chairs. The idea now is that we're going to go down and just have a feel for it. So pick up the book, we'll start some music, read it for a couple of minutes when the music stops. Have a think about whether or not that book resonates with you and your library. And we actually have an amazing person in the room who has said that if you do like those books, he's actually got 100% of them, or 98% of them. Yeah.
We won't tell you which those two are.
But if you like them, Simon's going to be able to provide a partnership promotion for you to order in the room as well. So if you do want to buy those books for the library, we can get those through Simon today. Okay, so let's jump up. You've got the sheet in your bag. So if you take that down with you as well, that's got all the titles that we have in the room. Go down from the second row.
Second row.
Second and third row.